It's been 3 years now since a wicked Arctic blast plunged much of Texas into frigid darkness for days, destroying property and claiming lives in the process. Preventing it from happening again is the goal of lawmakers looking to connect our standalone power grid to the rest of the country. Fox 26's Greg Groogan is live from a power facility in Southwest Houston to tell us what's on the table. Greg.
Yeah, Caroline, this plant is being pitched as a valuable energy lifeline when Texas runs short on power. But critics tell us it's not near as simple or as clear-cut as they claim. Exactly 3 years after a brutal winter storm and blackout claimed more than 200 lives in the Lone Star State, congressional Democrats are proposing a measure they believe will prevent a repeat.
And it's time for us to break up with blackouts. We know that we could have kept millions of people out of these mass power outages if we connect the Texas grid to the rest of the country.
Austin-based Congressman Greg Groogan claims his legislation mandating the standalone Texas grid connect with adjacent systems to the east, west, and north will save lives in weather emergencies, limit climate change, and ultimately save Texas ratepayers on their power bills.
It also would bring ERCOT under the purview of FERC, which would make sure that consumers aren't getting screwed and that rates are just and reasonable in Texas and beyond.
Not so fast, says University of Houston engineering professor Jason Shee, who contends full-scale integration has both limited advantages and significant drawbacks.
You know, there will be a lot of investment required. And then if you look at the labor cost, if you look at the construction cost, I'm afraid that if we cannot get enough federal support, we might be looking at a very large bill that would eventually paid by the Texas ratepayers.
On the political side, abandoning independent status to achieve complete integration with adjoining systems would subject the Texas grid to complete federal regulation. Oversight that's loathed by both Texas Republican leadership and much of the state's powerful energy industry. Rice political analyst Mark Jones.
The last thing that Greg Abbott and Dan Patrick and any Texas Republican is going to do is hand a victory to a Texas Democrat, let alone one of the most liberal Texas Democrats in the delegation.
Casar's critics are pretty adamant that integration to other grids 3 years ago would not have prevented blackouts because those systems were under the same weather pressure we were and simply did not have the power to spare. For now, I'm live in Southwest Houston. Greg Groogan, Fox 26 News.